Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty major news going on with the Switch 2. Now, as we've been kind of slowly watching the Switch 2 and seeing a lot more brand new information coming out, right now we've been kind of patiently waiting for one major big thing. Because in the gaming sphere, having a console is great and all, and I love having brand new hardware, and I will be a Switch day one buyer, but when it comes to that stuff, we want to have things to play. We want to have brand new games, we want to have cool experiences, and of course, we want to make sure it's worthwhile for us to even buy these consoles in the first place, especially because nowadays a $400 console can get a little bit on the pricey side. But right now, as of like a few different leaks, we're seeing major news for brand new Switch 2 games coming out, brand new Nintendo exclusives, and I'm very excited to get to share this news with you guys, so if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy it. As well, we also are very, very close to 70,000 subscribers, which I can't even believe that's even... Thank you for even watching my videos. I think I might round up on the YouTube side, so a few ways. If you guys want to subscribe, if you guys are new, I'd love to have you guys here. And just gaming news, PS5 news, Switch news, whatever it might be. And of course, as you guys probably know, we keep on mentioning, we'll be taking a little mini YouTube break very soon, once like the news kind of dies down for a few days, and we have a lot of cool changes coming up, and I cannot wait to show you guys. So please subscribe for that. Leave a like, your thoughts or comments, all the Twitters and down below, and let's go dive into the video itself. So I'm gonna go and play on, hopefully I have all the right scenes on over here, which I do. I'm gonna play out the Nintendo Switch trailer before we dive in the big news to kind of give you guys like just overall thoughts. So when it comes to this stuff, as I mentioned, we're waiting for a lot of brand new games coming out. And in all honesty, this gaming cycle's been kind of barren. The Xbox has had a few okay games, PlayStation's had a few okay games, but I'll be honest with you guys, and not on a hate comment, more of like, probably a good thing because they're probably cooking, making games in the background and kind of holding off for the Switch 2. They probably knew it was coming, so they wanted to wait a little bit longer. But we haven't really seen too many major big Nintendo games as well. Now, we've had a few throughout the past few years, yes, but for the past year or so, we've had a lot of like remakes and little smidgen spin-off games and like fun Mario Luigi type style games, but nothing like mainstay. Nothing like a 3D Mario, like a brand new iteration. Obviously, Zelda has a little bit of a free pass because we just had Tears of the Kingdom, and obviously, too, we're waiting for like, Metroid Prime 4, a lot of big games out there. But either way, as we're having this new console hopefully coming sooner rather than later, we do have a Nintendo Direct coming out in the next few months that'll probably go do a really big deep dive into it. We're waiting to go and see on what games will be coming. So this video, we're going to be covering up two big side topics. Number one is that there's going to be outside, like different publishers not under Nintendo's big hierarchy, coming and releasing games, such as even games like Elden Ring on the Switch. Crazy, which also kind of goes to showing how powerful this upcoming Switch 2 is going to be. If it could run Elden Ring, which was a very, very taxing game, even on the Steam Deck, that is great news. And even things like Call of Duty, we've actually had confirmations from Activision on prior leaks that they will be having like a 10-year contract with Nintendo. So if you guys also wanted, for whatever reason, I'm not sure why you would. I'm sure a lot of my users that watch this channel are probably PlayStation or PC users. I mean, I'd probably rather just play Call of Duty on, say, a PC, but the options of it being there are always great. And some people, maybe even some families, maybe some dads that are maybe like in their 30s, 40s, might just be like, hey, my kid has a Switch 2, we dropped $400 on it, might as well go pick up Call of Duty and have something to go play in the background just for fun. But that's cool. Okay, so let's go and kind of dive on in this one because a lot of folks are kind of waiting for this type of news. I do want to go and say, first and foremost, there were some major leaks that came out for store listings. Let's cover the Nintendo exclusive first, and the other stuff was like 2 days ago, so I think it's a bit more okay if I cover it later, but store listing says new 3D Mario Legend of Zelda remake is coming in 2025. Now keep this in mind, rumors, keep this in mind, this is like a store gift card, keep in mind like it's in the background, but this is crazy to go and see over here because Newegg does have a new Nintendo eShop with all these brand new experiences. So a new 3D Mario, which is very overdue, that I would 100% expect. And a Legend of Zelda remake, which makes sense because we've seen the occasional remakes popping off too as well, are apparently coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025. At least that's according to one store's listing online. On the popular e-tailer, basically retailer, e-tailer, Newegg, a product description for a $50 Nintendo eShop gift card mentions a number of games coming in 2025. According to that description, which as you can see below, 2025 will feature Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I cannot wait to play that game. Metroid Prime is my favorite gaming series. A new 3D Mario, Absolutely excited for that one. If you guys don't know, I actually used to speedrun up on Twitch, so definitely follow on Twitch and Twitters if you haven't already, or subscribe. Like I said, we're so close to 70K. Thank you. Basically, I used to go and speed Mario Odyssey, which was actually a really fun experience. I think I got down to like an hour and 20. I was actually one of the top 100 speedrunners for that game at the time when it was brand new. New Mario Kart, cannot wait. We'll definitely go and do some Drunkio Kart, be fantastic. And also a Legend of Zelda remake remaster, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well, and also Pokemon Legends Z through A. So basically saying that they have pretty much every major game title coming out will either be announced or released throughout 2025. Now, I do think that might be overly padding the console, although Nintendo it does get a lot of consistent overtime sales. Think like Mario Kart, Animal Crossing, like these games are still selling well to this day, and the most recent Mario Kart was from the Wii U. It's crazy, but obviously they have updates and stuff like that. So the new Mario Kart was already confirmed, as we saw in the reveal trailer for the Nintendo Switch 2. A new 3D Mario and a Legend of Zelda remake have been rumored and expected, but there's nothing in the form of confirmation from Nintendo. So once again, this is not a 100% confirmation, but it's still crazy to go and see from something like Newegg, which is a really big retailer, and they have a chance to have all these eShops out here too. And as you guys can probably maybe see in the zoom in over here, 2025 games. Maybe sure my webcam's not covering stuff. Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, new 3D Mario, new Mario Kart, The Legend of Zelda remake remaster, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and Pokemon Legends. Basically, this is like, look, they literally have 2025 games. Like, you could use these Nintendo eShop for these future games. Now, sometimes stores mess up, like Walmart, Best Buy, Target, whatever. But this is huge to go and see that this is going to be a massive launch year, or at least massive launch, let's say first 2 years, if you want to be a little bit more safe. Either way, we know they're coming. Like Mario, it's been forever. Metroid Prime, we've seen trailers. Like Zelda, they're going to make a Zelda. I would love to have an Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask double whammy remake. That would be fantastic on HD textures. Oh my god. I know they did it with the, I think the 3DS back in the day. So I would love this. So that's first and foremost from Nintendo. Great news. But as well, we've also now had proper confirmation that there's other games coming. That even things like Microsoft games are also coming to the Nintendo Switch. I was still doing the revamp for the setup, so everything's a little bit wonky. So Microsoft games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2 with Fallout 4, Call of Duty, and even more games are expected to be coming to the Switch 2. This is great. Like, basically, as I mentioned, the biggest thing that people are worried about for these upcoming consoles, and especially this generation with the PS5 Xbox, brand new games. Is it worth it to buy a console? Will you have exclusives? So number one, you will have exclusives, what we just went and covered. But number two, seeing all these other publishers as Xbox stands by, confirming that this is it. So basically, we have other people kind of confirming, talk about this type of stuff everywhere. That basically Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which we've covered this before on the PlayStation side, where we do have confirmation that the Halo Master Chief Collection should be coming to PlayStation. Diablo 4, phenomenal game with also most recent DLCs. Well, depending if you're Elon Musk, because apparently he was faking all of his Diablo gameplay, apparently. But when it comes to that stuff, is that this is good stuff. Call of Duty. If you have a day one title with cross-play with the Switch 2, and although it won't be the strongest console out there, because we're still expecting around a PS4-ish level, probably between the PS4 and PS4 Pro, so like right smack dab in the middle of that one, like that's dope. But we're seeing now the standard. Like you can quite literally most likely play Starfield on your Switch 2. This is like that's a pretty taxing big RPG game with cities and people walking around, and well, graphics are probably gonna be toned down, and the cities are like, you know, FOV and rendering and all that stuff will probably definitely be toned down. The fact that you could play things like the most recent Call of Duties, Halo, or even a brand new flight sim, which I'll be honest with you guys, Flight Sim, I don't know how that's going to work because that game was like 300 gigabytes on my PC. Maybe it's a little exaggeration, but it was a very big game. I'm curious in what's going to be downscaled or what's going to be live streamable. Like, I don't know. That's going to be a wild card. But either way, we're seeing all this stuff out here, which makes the Switch 2 seem dope. Like, we're seeing these store listings, everything else, and also the brand new Nintendo games. Now, we haven't seen too much PlayStation news coming for the Switch, which kind of makes me sad. We're seeing kind of like Xbox being like, hey, big brother, here's all of our games, check them out. And we can see this with both PlayStation and Xbox, and PlayStation and the Switch, or Xbox and the Switch. So I'm excited, but I still kind of wish PlayStation would maybe throw other companies a bone and not be too stingy with their games. Like, I think it'd be nice to see some cool, like, say, imagine like Ratchet and Clank on the Switch 2. Now, that might be a harder one to sell, or a Spider-Man, whatever, but like, I just imagine how dope gaming as a whole would be. So right now, We have third-party games and titles, and obviously a lot of other mid-tier games too as well, like saying like the Ubisoft type style companies, EA type style companies that will most likely be porting their games over on the Switch because this is a huge jump in a huge market. But as well, seeing this from Microsoft, and these are big. Call of Duty, that's huge. And as well, seeing all these other store listings as we've covered over here, this just kind of goes to show that the Switch 2 is probably going to have a very, very, very good year one. And if not year one, first 2 years. And this is kind of getting me more excited to go get the console. Now, although we're still expecting to go wait for the proper price point, and of course we do have most of the specs released. That's how we kind of know it's around a PS4.2 if you want to go factor it that way. But I'm excited. Like, I cannot wait to buy this. So if you guys are excited too, please make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on the channel. We're very close to 70,000 subscribers. And of course, as well, all the affiliate links down below, the Twitters. We have 2 different gaming Twitters now too. And of course, we have the Twitch down below. And I just appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. And I'll talk to you guys all later on for more brand new videos.